Check. Ready. Check. 53. We own it. We own it.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Newton now to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On the ground, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is caught off the deflection. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy who's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Ready. Flag 25. Mark 54. Know your job. Let me go.
Jameis now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down again.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
3rd and long for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10, Newton again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
25, check 25, check 25. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Following the interception, Winston. He completes this to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. To throw is Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver, 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
On third down, Winston. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Jameis Winston with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers And the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Wait. Let's go.
First down, Winston. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Winston now to throw on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Scarborough. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
This is Scarborough. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Winston letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Winston on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Newton now 9 of 17 through the air. From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Right's got it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Sutton there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Winston. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 36-yard line.
Winston now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schober. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to them?
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run. This is Scarborough. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Here we go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A pass there complete to Sutton. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 3.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. 20. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 54. Got you. Here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It got his man, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the time. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Winston. It's pulled in by Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Bo Scarborough hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 down. Check. 20.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Newton steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go nowhere, 22, go nowhere.
Out of the gun, Newton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Newton now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. From the 27th, Winston. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Even. Watch the eye. He can take.
They try again with Scarborough. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. McManus's point after is good, and they open the lead up now to 25. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Newton now to throw. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Newton. Complete to right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. From the 50, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.